Hey you guys, I just wanted to apologize for the audio that's gonna come up. It's peaked quite a bit, a little bit, you guys. You could still listen to it. It's not too bad, but I just wanted to apologize in advance. Thank you. What up, you guys? So I decided to go ahead and talk about this. It's been about 2, 3 weeks since they've let us go. Um, and if we take a look, even just looking at some Google searches, you guys, a lot of people have covered it actually. Even Epic Games themselves talked about it on their website. Verge, CNN picked it up. I have a Reddit post here. We're gonna read this here. As that's a CNN article, you guys, and the lawsuit that happened. Just a brief summary on what happened, you guys. Epic Games laid off a lot of people, you guys, me included, obviously. Um, if you want proof, I mean, you can go to my shorts. I posted a video of myself in moderation mode, you guys. And just in case anyone is thinking about it, I'm breaking NDA or anything like that. I'm no longer contracted, so I'm not really bound by it. And plus, all of this is public information, as I just shown you guys right here. You can look at it yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys what it was like, why it all happened, and we're gonna read. We're gonna kind of just read some of these articles to see what really went down. So, they laid off a lot of people, as you can see, obviously. And so let's just actually take a look at what all of this stuff says here. So first off, I want you to see what Epic said themselves. Layoffs at Epic, September 28th, you guys. So it says earlier today, Tim Sweeney sent me the following email to Epic employees. Hi everyone. As we shared earlier, we're laying off around 16% of Epic employees. We're divesting Bandcamp and spinning off most of Super Awesome. For a while now, we've been spending way more money than we earn, investing in the next evolution of Epic and growing Fortnite as a metaverse-inspired ecosystem for creators. I had long been optimistic that we could power through this transition without layoffs, but in retrospect, I see that this was unrealistic. So, um, I'm not gonna read this whole thing. You can obviously go read it. If you go look at Epic Games, you guys, this is what they're saying. Now, part of that is true, but the biggest issue right here is this right here, you guys. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, ordered Epic Games to pay $245 million for tricking users into making unwanted charges. $245 million, a quarter of $1 billion, you guys. That is actually the reason why they cut so many people off. This is the reason why, you guys. I mean, this is just a nicer way to say, hey, uh, we can't afford you guys anymore. The stakeholders are putting pressure on us. They want their profits, and we're not going to be able to do it with the manpower that we have. Right? That's $245 million. They obviously have it, and so it's got to come from somewhere. So that's really what happened, you guys. So let's look at this guy here on Reddit. I'm furious over the 16% layoffs at Epic Games after reading what they're doing with that money. Recent Epic Games laid off 16% of the staff. As much as I don't like Epic Games, no one deserves to lose their jobs. With what they're doing with that money upsets me giving. They could have paid the 870 workers who were laid off. They're trying to take the fucking Apple case to the SCOTUS and still trying to make a Fortnite a metaverse. That's all the money they could have given to employees, flushed down the toilet. Timmy could have literally put an end to games. Now, this is amazing, right? I'm glad people are actually, talking about this and stuff like that. But this is not what happened, you guys. Yeah, they're putting it into the metaverse. Fortnite makes a tremendous amount of money for them, and everything is good, but it's because of this lawsuit right here, you guys. This is the reason why they laid off everyone. The reason why I know that is because they made such an abrupt change. It was so abrupt, so out of the blue, right? That our credentials were still working for a good 2 weeks before we were still scheduled on we still had shifts scheduled, you guys. This was such an abrupt thing because this happened. They had to actually make that, like, this was made on March 14th, you guys. I was hearing down the pipeline that something was going to happen. We didn't think we were going to be taken because I was working for a company that was contracted with Epic Games, so I didn't think we were going to, and plus we were in moderation. Moderation is needed for the platform. But what we were doing was we were training the machine learning. AI is taking over moderation jobs, you guys. And so they didn't need as many people as they had, right? So we were the quality control analyst. AI can do what me and 50 other people were doing. And so They cut literally like 40% of, like 40 of us. So there's a team of 50. They cut like 40 of us, or like 42 or some shit like that, you guys. It was crazy. They cut some of the managers. There was only like one or two managers that got to stay behind, and then like two or three people that were like in my position that stayed behind, you guys. Um, I'm not gonna get into why they chose who they chose. It's politics. It's always politics, you guys. Who Brown knows is the best, who is buddy and shoulder to shoulder with upper management. That's almost always what's gonna happen, you guys. I don't like playing that game. That's just not me. I don't like playing that game. Um, and it looks like they said they're agreed to pay $275 million deal as well, you guys. So Verge is what Verge has an 830 employees. You know, they have something here that they're talking about. You can look up that article as well, you guys. CNN talked about it. Epic Games laid off 16%. Eliminate 700 recruiting jobs in September after cutting 12,000 employees in January, you guys. But this is what Google did. This is what Google did. Funny story. I actually, now that I'm done with the project, I can tell you guys this. I actually also was doing a moderation for Google Chat Bard. I was actually doing something for Bard as well, you guys. When people ask me what I'm doing with my life, you guys, I might make a separate video on this, but what I do in my life, I feel like personally I've achieved highly in the corporate world. I definitely haven't become CEO or anything like that, but I've learned a while ago, you guys. Back at Caliber Home Loans, when I was doing my loan officer gig, you guys, when I made my first $100,000, I learned a while ago that having a job is not what I want, and it's kind of a gimmick, especially if you don't play the game. I don't want to play the game. I don't want to be controlled by somebody, you guys. And so that's where this internet thing comes from. So I'm gonna spend a lot of my time with the internet. I spent this year trading, learning how to trade. I spent $10,000 just this year alone, you guys, trying to learn how to trade the best way. And I've finally figured it out for the most part. And so, what I do with my life, I once I got my loan officer license, made my first $100,000. I started working for Epic Games as well, on top of being a loan officer. Then I got this job with Google Chat, and then I found the power of compounding jobs working from home. Get it like this: $15 an hour is not a lot, but you get two jobs paying you $15 an hour full time. You're making $60,000 a year. There's not a lot of jobs that are going to pay a high school diploma guy like myself $60,000 working from the comfort of my home doing some drone work, you guys. I get to be in front of my camera. I get to be in front of my computer. I get to be at home. I can smoke when I want. I can have sex if I want with some girls, some shit. You know, I could drink here. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can be on my phone. I can play video games while I'm at work, you guys. I can't do that while I'm working in an office, and I'm making half the money that I'm making in the office, and someone's breathing down my neck, you guys. And so once I've discovered that, and which I have now, this is the way to go. This is what I'm doing in my life. I don't want to. I have my real estate license as well as my loan license. I could become a real estate agent right now if I wanted to, you guys. That's just not what I want to do though, because I want freedom. I want true freedom. And I will tell you this one thing: YouTube, even though I don't have a big following right now, you guys, it has been consistent with me. These jobs like Epic Games and stuff like that, you guys, Caliber Home Loans, they got bought out, so they laid off me and a lot of other people. Epic Games got a lawsuit on their fucking, so they trimmed the fat on their company, and so and I'll be honest with you guys too. I was making a decent amount of money with Epic Games, you guys, and I was making like 50K just from that one job, and so now, yes, 50K gone that I can't. You know what I'm saying? I would have made 100,000 this year if I was staying with that job throughout the entirety of 2023 or 2023, but you know things happen. So I'm not gonna be able to hit 100,000 again this year. Probably 80. More than likely gonna be like close to like 80,000, which is still really good, you guys. So that's really about it, you guys. If you have any other questions about it, man, I'm an open book right now. I don't have any things that I can't talk about anymore for the most part, because they let us go. I'll just kind of tell you a little bit about the job a little bit. So we were moderating Fortnite Creative Islands. We would Oh my god, it was amazing. It was amazing at first when I first got hired there, like 2 years ago, you guys. We literally just got these amazing fucking computers with like 3090s, bro, like 4020s, like fast ass amazing computers. They sent it to us. Our job was to play games. So we would team up in squads of four of us, from all over the country and the world, you guys. We would all just and play games. We would just play like 4v4, go goaded or whatever the fuck, zone wars and shit like that. What was it? The prop hunt. We did that for like the first like 6 months. We could have breaks whenever we wanted. We could take lunch whenever we wanted. So on my lunch, I would go exercise, and that's why I was in such amazing shape during that time, you guys. Like we were at the beginning stages of it, but as with every good company that has amazing structure, it gets corporatized, you guys. It gets corporatized. So as they started to get more money, and the company started to grow that I was a part of in that branch of Epic Games, so did opportunities to grow. And so I took that opportunity to become a moderator, and I got promoted into a quality control analyst, you guys. And so I was moderating what the moderators were doing. And I was making sure everything was correct. I was compiling up into data sheets, Excel sheets, and sending it off. And it was amazing. It was like a second Caliber Home Loans, you guys. I don't think I've ever really told you guys what I did at Caliber Home Loans, but maybe that's for another time. But it was like second Caliber Home Loans. Um, God, I had a set amount of work to do for the week, and whenever I got done with it, I'm still getting paid for it. So what me, myself, and a lot of other people would do is spend an entire day or two, knock out all the work, and then we'd have the rest of the week to just do whatever the fuck we want. As long as we tuned into the meetings, which you could get in on your phone, you could get in anywhere in the world, you know what I'm saying? We would work for like 16 hours but get paid for 40. With the structure like that, it's not surprising to see it's unsustainable. And that's pretty much kind of what it was with Caliber Home Loans. Just to like preface what I did at Caliber Home Loans, I almost quite literally did nothing, literally for almost a year straight. But I had unlimited overtime at $20 an hour. I was making like $6,000 a month, you guys, with Caliber Home Loans, man. Um, Amazing. And so after touching that kind of cash, after experiencing the freedom, you know, of doing whatever the hell I wanted for the most part, you guys, I've learned that it's not necessarily about how much money you make. It is about how much money you make. You've got to touch a good amount of money first, but it's also about how you make your money, right? I don't want to make, like, you can offer me $40 an hour in office. I would not take it. I wouldn't take it. It's not worth it to me because I'm spending 8 hours there. I wouldn't be happy. I could make 60,000, 80,000, that same amount working from home, right here, sitting on my ass in the comfort of my own living room, wearing some shorts, smoking some marijuana or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so like that's kind of what it was. This is kind of a long video, you guys. If you have any questions on what happened and just the whole structure and stuff like that, or if you have questions about the like jobs and remote work or whatever, or if you just like videos like this, you like me talking to you like this, feel free to drop a like or comment down below, you guys. Let me know. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep pushing. The future for me, the plan for me is obviously to keep getting more remote jobs and keep stacking them, but trading is gonna pay for my life. And also I plan on doing this YouTube and streaming shit, you know, whatever it takes, by any means, you guys, by any means. I've seen the light, and this is the path that I choose. I just wanted to hopefully inspire you guys. You can do it, whatever it is that you want to do, you guys. Remember, I've come to this conclusion because I've also had like 50 jobs. Not even kidding you. I'll be 29 next year. I've worked like 50 plus jobs. So I've done everything imaginable. Not imaginable, but like I've done a lot of fucking things, been in a lot of different positions, managerial positions, supervisory positions, security positions, entry level. Like I've done it all, you guys. And so trainer positions, you guys. And so at that point, this is what I've come to conclude. This is the best way right here, right? So with that being said, man, I hope y'all stay up, man. It's your brother Trey, the Duke of Hanover, man. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. All right.